And the reason he became a doctor was when he was in college, he was playing rugby and he took a head-to-head tackle and he had a seizure. And then like 2 weeks later, he was in the gym and he collapsed in the gym working out. And when he woke up, he had very severe post-concussion syndrome. So like his whole neck was locked up on the whole right side from like all the neural stuff that happened, light sensitivity, sound sensitivity, basically he had a concussion for 7 years. And he spun his wheels going to like all kinds of doctors. We feel very lucky that my parents were able to bring him to that many doctors, but he probably went to 35 different doctors trying to figure this out. The only way that he ended up curing it was basically Dr. Petke's protocol. Sleeping in a dark room, pitch black, 9 hours, removing like all nightshades and he doesn't eat any gluten anymore. It's mostly because of the glyphosate, but he's completely gluten-free. He just created the most like inflammation-free environment, and he's back to 100%.
That's amazing.
It's so crazy. And now he's a doctor focusing on concussions that wants to make sure other people don't have that, but it's really crazy.
If you look at what happens in a concussion, think of like you're like a cantaloupe inside of basically like a bike helmet or something like that. Your brain, like literally inside your skull, just gets shook around, and what it does is it creates this not only damage to the neurological tissues, but creates this inflammatory response in the brain. And so that's exactly why he was experiencing all of those. It's very similar to like when people have migraines and they're very light sensitive and sound sensitive and everything else. That's part of the dural stretch on that brain is creating some of that migraine. But anyway, similar thing, if there's inflammation in the brain, it's creating that same thing, and they get all these neurological responses that they get, and it just goes on and on and on, because a lot of times people don't think to systemically lower down the inflammation in the body, which is exactly what he did through the steps that he did, and then obviously was able to address it, which